Welcome back. Okay, Kim, this next segment is probably one of the most entertaining ones we ever do. In fact, people all over the Ozarks love it and can hardly wait to see it every week. Are you ready? Here's Trtan back time.
Oh, no.
Be back with Trtan back time.
Oh, no?
Oh,
really?
no.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's what's happened this week in history, August 19th. Abraham Lincoln is challenged to a duel. In 1842, a letter to the editor is published in the local paper calling James Shields a fool as well as a liar and saying, if I was deaf and blind, I could tell him by the smell. Now, Lincoln had written this under a pseudonym of a farmer named Rebecca, but his future wife, Mary Todd, continued to write these letters without Lincoln's knowledge. Anyway, when Shields found out, he challenged Lincoln to a duel. And it turns out Shields was an excellent marksman. But he challenged Lincoln. He got to choose first. And due to his height and reach advantage, he chose cavalry sabers as the weapons to use. They met, and a plank was placed between them, which neither was allowed to cross. However, Lincoln reached out and cut off a tree branch that was well above Shields' head. Needless to say, a truce was called.
We're done. Yeah.
A happy birthday to President Bill Clinton, born in 1946, our 42nd president. Also a happy birthday to Gene Roddenberry, born in 1921, the creator of Star Trek. Now on April 20th, it is the anniversary August 20th, it is the date back in 480 BC. That was the Battle of Thermopylae, all right? That's the famous battle that the movie 300 was based on. King Leonidas of Sparta leads 300 Spartans against the Persian invasion led by Xerxes. A traitor named Ephialtes led the Persians to a path that ran behind the Greek lines, resulting in their eventual defeat, the 300. A happy birthday to Gary James Collins, born in 1940. He was a wide receiver and a punter for the Cleveland Browns, who in 1970 scored the first touchdown on Monday Night Football. All right. 1959, on August 21st, Hawaii becomes the 50th state. And a happy birthday to Christopher Robin Milne, born in 1920. He and his stuffed animals were the inspiration for his father, A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh. On his first birthday, he received an Alpha Farnell teddy bear, which was the inspiration for Pooh Bear. August 22nd, 1902, President Theodore Roosevelt becomes the first president to ride in an automobile as he tours Hartford, Connecticut, and this is the car, a Columbia Electric Victoria. So they're making electric cars way back when. 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting, The Mona Lisa, is stolen from the Louvre in Paris. It was recovered unharmed 2 years later. And a happy birthday, born in 1945, Ron Dante. He was the lead singer for the Archies. Remember that? Sugar, Sugar?
Sugar.
That's the one. That was back in 1969. All right, August 23rd. The artwork for the famous Native American head test pattern was completed by RCA. Now, some of the younger people who might be watching this, we don't throw these up too much because television tends to be 24 hours.
Exactly.
But that was, from when I was a kid, I remember that. All right, in 1784, East Tennessee declares itself an independent U.S. state, choosing the name Franklin, the state of Franklin, in honor of Benjamin Franklin. Its legitimacy was denied by the U.S. Congress, and it ceased to exist in 1788. Born in 1922, a happy birthday to Jean Darling, Dorothy Jean Lavacki. All right, she was one of the Little Rascals. She appeared in 35 Our Gang films. People remember for that, but she was also in Bride of Frankenstein. I think she was a mermaid in that. And Babes in Toyland. All right, and finally, this question for you, Kim.
Oh,
no, this is in your field.
Okay.
What wine barrel size contains 10 gallons?
I have no idea.
You don't? It's called an anchor.
An anchor.
A-N-K-O-R. An anchor.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And that wraps up another semi-painless edition
It wasn't
of
too bad.
Trtan Back. Thank you. Trtan Back time.